12 years. And I got to see both a Liberal government and a Conservative government. And the Conservatives are in some ways easier to criticize because their philosophy is the antithesis of mine. That they start with money and then move to people. And my philosophy and what I learned to do was to start by focusing on people and then move to money. Of course, money is important, but people are more important. And so you make decisions based on what will benefit people and then figure out how to get things done, and always considering what money you have, but you don't start there. And many times I've been in meetings with the Conservative governments who, when young people or myself proposed an idea or were struggling with a solution to really big challenges facing people in our province, the first question, and swear I was there, I heard it, the first question was always, how much will it cost? Not, how can we fix this? What can we do? But how much does it cost? And that, I'm afraid, brought us to a place where we are in our province where we have to rebuild, not just from the pandemic, but from one term of a Conservative government that thinks like that. It's not okay. And then I saw the Liberals before them, and they were good at listening to problems. But they used to tell me and the young people, and I'll say this is the truth. Irwin, can you give us a quick fix? Give us a quick win. Sometimes they would use the words, maybe we could do a funding stream. And young people used to tell me, do not agree to any of that, Irwin, because that won't fix anything. They too understood that from my point of view and their point of view, the Liberal governments were always first about how do we, and this is their language, put out the fire. How do we make that issue go away? A quick fix, a funding stream, and we can move on. Nothing to see here. That never solved problems when they were in government for 15 years before our present government. It won't solve problems in the future. They have not changed because that's the way, and that's not, I don't even say this with negative connotations, it's just the way Liberals govern. We'll do as little as we can in order to solve a problem because there's so many problems to solve. Well, young people taught me, and the people now who I meet door to door taught me, they don't want that kind of politics anymore. They want people to roll up their sleeves, come together, and figure out how to solve our fundamental problems and challenges. No more quick fixes. No more quick wins. No more funding streams. It's harmful to people. So let me say that. I'm encouraging anyone to join our team in Don Valley West because we're going to do our campaign as differently as we can because we want to practice politics differently. If there's anything that I've heard at the door, it is, I don't know, why should we vote for you versus somebody else because you're all the same. I'm just saying what I hear. You're all the same. You're going to come to my door and make a promise, and then you're not going to deliver. Or even if you deliver, it won't end up making any difference in my life. So what does it matter? There is that cynicism about politics that exists across our province. It's not just in our province, across Canada, I believe, in lots of liberal democracies. And we are going to attack that challenge, that cynicism, in the way we do a campaign. By, as Kimberly said, running a campaign that elevates the voices of those not usually heard, and the people here in this crowd that are here, who I hope their voices are heard. Not just my voice, but their voices from parts of Thorncliffe Park, who are celebrating, many who are celebrating and marking Ramadan right now, couldn't be here, and some are here and did the honor of being here. In parts of Toronto that aren't part of Don Valley West, like Jane Finch, and there's people here from there who are facing gun violence but came here just because they think doing a campaign differently might actually find solutions that can flow across the province. There are people here of all backgrounds, people from care, of child welfare, people who have struggles, are struggling with mental health, newcomers who are not getting the jobs they deserve because there are rules in place that don't allow them to use their skills for our benefit, our province's benefit, the skills that they had in their countries of origin. We want those voices to be heard, and then we want action coming from listening to those voices. And we want them to connect to all parts of Don Valley West. And when we go door to door, I'm thinking of the man just down the street who talked about buying a house here, but the effects on his family and his budget that it took to actually buy the house